Alright, everyone, it is I, Schroeder Jasper Valentine, and today we are in a world that my PC really does not fucking like. Um, that world, of course, being none other than Christmas Plaza. Well, okay, actually, it's Memphis Village Christmas Edition, but it is a Palm Plaza map. Um, and And the reason I came here is for two reasons. Number one, I really don't have a whole hell of a lot to do in terms of content right now with some shit that's going on in the background, or rather behind the scenes. And number two, it is getting around wintertime. So I think, anything winter themed, anything, like that is fair game. It is fair game to actually do. So yeah, I thought, hey, it's only fair. It's only fair if I do, a more Christmas themed map this time around and start getting to some Christmassy shit. And oh shit. And yeah, this map is extremely hard for my PC to run. Like Jesus. What is my frame rate right now even? 26 FPS. And ping is still nominal. Alright. So yeah, it is just my PC just struggling with this map. It's not my internet. But yeah, there will be a lot of scuff and tech issues just because, again, of the nature of this map. This was Memphis Village was the last map to be released for Palm Plaza Mall, like the original classic Palm Plaza Mall, before all the controversy started and all that. So yeah, it is also the most technologically advanced. But yeah, yeah, it's this map is quite something, and as you're about to see, it does have quite a bit to offer. Uh, it has quite a bit for everyone, and they also did the Christmas decorations way better than I think they did a lot of the Halloween shit in the last when we checked out. So yeah. But anyway, let's get into this. Let's actually do this here. So, to start off with understanding this map, first you need to understand Memphis Village itself. Memphis Village was the last edition of, rather, the last map in the original Palm Plaza collection to be released. Um, as I said, my PC does not like this map. So expect my graphics card to be shitting itself right now, and evidently by my encoder just giving up it already is. So yeah. But yeah. Aside from my PC not really liking this map, let's talk about Memphis Village itself. Memphis Village is actually so to explain what Memphis Village is. Memphis Village is the last official map to be released for the OG Palm Plaza. Is pretty much the end point of when the OG Palm Plaza development ended. Before all the controversy happened and everything after that was history, and all that went down. It has quite a few little things in it. From what I've seen, it's quite a spacious map for one. Is also one of the maps that includes the Spencer's allegory, Vincent, and which, by the way, I did kind of research it. That is supposed to be kind of like a reference to Vincent from Golden Gator as well. if you know who that is, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I've heard. But yeah, um, uh, and yeah, it is by far the most modern, the best looking, and just really like the most polished of the Palm Plaza maps overall. Memphis Villages is also one of my favorites. I have two favorites. That is, of course, the main plaza, or rather three favorites: main plaza, palmplaza.exe, and this. Um, and this has to be like my third favorite or so. Really good map. It really tells you what it's all about, and pretty much does a very good way. It is also where Palm Plaza Mall's main food court is located as well. Um, this map is. So yeah, there's also that. Um, but overall, though, it does include a lot of the stores from the original. Hey Joey, how you doing? But yeah, as I said, well, it does include a lot of the stores from the OG maps or from the older maps. It also includes a lot of newer stuff as well. Uh, but yeah, that is pretty much all you need to know. That's pretty much it as far as history on favorite number 69. But yeah, that was the history of Memphis Village. And now this version specifically. So, in December of 2021, amidst the raging stolen asset controversy, uh, this was released as kind of like a special Christmas edition of the final map, Memphis Village. Um, and it was, and though it does look pretty nice, they didn't, of course, have a lot of time to polish it. So the frame rate is really fucking terrible. Um, Even compared to the original Memphis Village, which the original Memphis Village didn't have the greatest frame rate either. But no, this takes the whole frame rate issues to a whole new level. Um, but yeah, uh, and also I got their thing is not too bad right now. But yeah, yeah, the frame rate issues are taken to a whole new level. It's just very demanding on my PC, like upwards of 69% on my GPU right now. Yeah, you heard me right. 69%. And when I first saw that when scouting out this map, I was like, what the fuck? Because usually it does not get that high. But no, this time it actually did. Um, but yeah. So, in other words, it's basically, kind of a half, we're still here kind of deal, while also, putting something at least out for Christmas amidst, the roaring controversy that they had. Um, though, yeah, as you can see, it still has some of the issues, which we're gonna get to in a minute. But yeah, that pretty much sums it all up. That pretty much sums up what you pretty much need to know as far as introductory shit regarding this map is. Now, aesthetic wise, really it takes all the best parts of the original Memphis Village, but it really elevates them. and for good reason. You see, this Christmas aesthetic, the red, the gold, the wreaths, everything, it's just my jam. Like, I love Christmas shit as much as I do vaporwave, steampunk, all that jazz. Like, like, if I had to have a top three styles or top three, aesthetics, this would have to be number three in my top three. And then vaporwave being a close second, and then retro futurist steampunk, as you know, being my number one. Which is kind of like why I like Godfall Abbey so much, by the way. Is because they have that kind of a aesthetic going for them, especially the God Runner. Just a very steampunky, kind of a medieval mixed with sci-fi kind of feel to it. Well, that and they're also good abbeys, but that pretty much goes without saying. But yeah, the mixing of vaporwave with Christmas aesthetic really just elevates it and just brings it to a whole new level. Like, as much as I, love vaporwave on their own and I love Christmas on their own, the fact that it's just mixed here and done in a way that is just so well done, um, is just something to behold. It really is just incredible and just really elevates this map to a whole new level. Now, does it still retain the issues of the original Memphis Village, like the fact that it's visibly unfinished, or the fact that there are huge fucking holes in the roof where there really should be something to block those off? Absolutely. Yeah, it does. It does include those issues, but still really well done, and really is something that is a map that I really enjoy for sure. At least aesthetically wise. You know, so yeah. But our tour of every great mall, or every great segment of mall, like Memphis Village, of course starts with, oh, I didn't know the mirror could do this. Mainly because I don't think the original mirror could. Because, like, the technology wasn't there yet in 2021. So, this is a real head scratcher here. How they had transparent mirrors, I wonder. You know what? Never mind. I won't think about it. But yeah, the main entryway and or main atrium is I could definitely say that they have really elevated things here. As not only do you have this red fluffy carpet instead of your usual tile as you would see in the original, but you also have gold everywhere. You got the huge tree in the center where the regular fountain would be. You got a huge star on top of it that appears to be emitting some particle effects. They're just coming down around the tree and just look just gorgeous. Also got some other shit here, like some regular old stickers, even though they are pretty nice looking, I will admit. And hey, there's a little hot chocolate stand with hot chocolate that you could actually hold. Now, unfortunately, unlike other maps, these do not have any effects. This is a bit before, liquid effects started becoming a thing. Well, actually, no, it wasn't, but it definitely was before, before people started getting real fancy with them, I guess. Even though, let's be honest here, they've existed in VRChat for a long time, but but not a whole lot of worlds really used them until like I want to say like around early 2022 is when a lot of worlds started getting real fancy with dynamic liquids. I mean, they have existed for a while, but that's when it started becoming more commonplace as computer specs started becoming better and shit. But regardless, still really good, real well done here. And you also got, I might have noticed this before, but you also got ginger bun cookies and some hot chocolate with vaporwave deer, keeping in line with the original vaporwave style of this place. Would be pretty nice. And here you have the modified signs, complete with a rendition of, I believe, it's crepe. Sometimes I don't really remember which of the girls it is. I believe it's crepe in this one. And gold logo to again keep in line with the whole Christmassy aesthetic going on here. Very gorgeous. Oh yeah, and I always I always have to stop and look at the or rather, take note of the signs with Golfball's face on them. And that was one such sign. So of course it did. Ah! And in the food court, we have pretty much all the same shops, except this place where they were obviously going to add something but never did. Again, really symbolizing the fact that, a lot of this was really unfinished. They did have to stop midway through and wait for everything to clear up before they could continue again. That becomes very obvious when you see shit like this, where they were going to add something here, but they just never got around to it. But, yeah, the food court is a bit of a disappointment because, not a whole lot of shit has really been altered here. You pretty much have all the same, well, you actually do have an asset from Starlight Plaza this time, which is actually pretty cool. That actually made a return. And you got this new cutie burger, but not a whole lot else. It's just your basic cutie burger, complete with your basic drinks and whatnot. Large Henry wasn't altered one bit. Franny Fun Buns, which they did do some pretty cool. They did something pretty cool with it in Pumpkin Plaza, where they made Franny Fang Buns. That wasn't altered. Golden Tiger, no alteration. Not sure what this is. And Creamy Dreams, though they did offer some, they do seem to be offering some Christmassy shit. Not really altered either. So yeah, they're pretty much all the same, and there really isn't any kind of a special Christmassy anything being offered. It's just, all the same stuff. Just, in a Christmassy environment. Which I will admit, that is a bit of a disappointment. But, I'm not gonna really complain all that much. It's still pretty good. Even if, they did not really take full advantage of it. And plus, it still looks absolutely gorgeous, so. And here we have a very unique shop. In fact, this is actually the only instance of this shop I've seen in the entire collection. Even Sunset Square doesn't have this. And Sunset Square, as you know, has very unique shops. And this is Super Cake. Is pretty much a store that that's supposed to be some kind of a retro games shop, pretty much. It sells some old games, some controllers, and that kind of jazz. Not really for modern gaming so much. But if you look here, you'll see a Dendy system, which is actually a Cake giving a bit of a nod to their home country, as this is pretty much the Russian version of the Super Nintendo. It will allow you to play, if you wanted to play Super Nintendo games in Russian or in Russia, you would use one of these. There's also a Wii here, which is actually very detailed. I actually like this. And the Wii, I have lots of fond memories of the Wii. The Wii was my childhood console. Like, it's not only a console from my childhood, it was the way I played games in my childhood. It did have an Xbox 360 too. The problem is that Xbox 360 hardly ever fucking worked. And, when it did, yeah, I'd be lucky. It was one of the Revision A 360s, aka, the very first ones. It was an Elite on top of all that. So, yeah, it's an Xbox 360 Elite. You could already see the issues there. Like, yeah, all the power brick problems and all that. So, yeah. Here we have what's actually a picture shop, or rather a picture gallery. The Thompson Gunnery. Pretty much a picture gallery showing concept art of Palm Plaza. Like Palm Plaza after, everything's gone wrong and everything is falling apart. This really cool image of this really cool image of neon main plaza all lit up. The old Playtime Plaza before, Poppy Playtime released, and they decided to do a Poppy Playtime reference there. Not sure what that is. Another picture of what I believe is a cityscape. Some kind of cyberpunk thing. Another map that I will do in the future. That map is supposed to be pretty creepy though. So I don't know if I'll do it, like tomorrow or whatnot. Yeah, there's a few reasons why I'm kind of cutting back on streaming. And I'm not gonna exactly get into exactly what's going on, but I am gonna give you a general idea. Um, but that'll be much later towards the end. This jellyfish thing. Ah! That always freaks me out. And again, is art of a really cool concept that they, because Sonic 00 decided to get all upset. Sonic 00 and Flexa decided to get, all upset at them. They could not implement. Child-sized duffel bag. Not even gonna ask questions about that. Delgora, which is supposed to be pretty much a Gap shop, like a fancy shop. And then Hot Topic. I mean, Spooky Boy. They're pretty much the same thing. And it's somewhere where I shopped a lot as a kid. Speaks volumes of me. I know. But you probably figured I shopped a lot of Hot Topic given, my channel overlay design and everything. KPLM, the Palm. Hosted by Three Dog, or rather, not but the Come Lover. Sorry, I had to. Hey, yes, the Three Dog references reference Fallout 3. If you're wondering why I was referencing there. And here we have the Mia Fun Arcade, which, unlike last time, does not have the viewing area at all. That was pretty much removed for reasons we will get into in a minute. But yeah, it was pretty much entirely gutted from here, and instead was replaced with more posters of Mario Bros. Sailor Moon, the game by the same people who make Super Robot Wars, Bon Presto. And I should know, I love Super Robot Wars. Hope to eventually get into that, like on stream. Just a lot of the earlier ones, because the later ones started including all the copyrighted music from like the titles and shit in the final battles, so I can't stream those. But yeah, earlier ones are fair game. But yeah, and like I said last time, that is a pretty good, arcade space. And though Mia Fun Arcade is quite, just a very good arcade overall. My two biggest complaints are, number one, the lack of colliders on any of the machines, including any of the drink machines except for these two, and only on certain sides, which is a little odd. And number two, the fact that there seems to be no way of getting in or out of here, and also the way that this is just not designed well at all. Like if you pulled any of these drawers back, it would instantly hit you in the chest or in the waist, and just it would potentially crush you. So just not good design philosophy in the slightest. There is also Franny Bunbun's pizza here. The exact same place as the last one because I imagine this was edited from the same file. That's how it feels to me. Fresh. Which actually is a new addition that I have not seen to the lineup till this map. And King Tubbs is one of Sarah's friends. Really nice guy. One of the best um people I met on here. Just a really genuine and really kind person, which those are getting pretty rare nowadays. Not gonna lie. Genuine, kind people like Sarah, King Tubbs, and them, they're a rare breed now. But I am so glad I met them. They're they're really something. Speaking of which, Sarah will not be on. Well, they are in chat, but they will not be on the game for a few days because of a security situation that I will again touch on briefly. I won't go into too much details, but I will at least touch on it because it is becoming like something that we should at least talk about, but not obsess over. Electro Hut. I first thought that's Electro Nut. What the fuck? I think my eyes are going bad. Christmas memories. Which is a little Christmas hangout, and also where the video player went. Because back in the day, you could only have one video player in the world. Now you can have multi video players, of course, and multiple screens in the world. But back in the day, that was not really an option. So wherever they put the video player, it just went. And yeah. So that's pretty much what this entire area is. It's a place where you hang out, chillax, and watch videos. Oh, pretty nice place. I mean, you got a nice fire with some pretty cool, for the time, particle effects. You got a Christmas tree. And you got a smaller version of the big tree down there that spits particles, but this one is smaller and doesn't spit particles everywhere. And unfortunately, you cannot move the cookies, milk, or wine. But you can at least grab these. So that's done. And yes, the Dolphin Computer Store, which is pretty much their version of a Circus City, H.H. Gregg back in the day, Best Buy, those kinds of places. Pretty nice. It also has VR headsets, which I believe are modeled after the Valve Index. I'm not exactly sure of that, but they do look like Valve Indexes somewhat. La lam da dum la da dum da dum da dum da 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 dum. Oh god. And another area to part of the mall that was gonna be planned, but was never really put in there. Which, yeah, that's a little unfortunate. And also, direct entrance to Sunset Square. Which I will never cover Sunset Square. At least until I get a better PC. Because my current PC just doesn't like Sunset Square for whatever reason. Like, I never have any issues with any other part of Palm Plaza Mall. Except, lag. But Sunset Square, my PC absolutely despises for some reason. Could never figure out why. But whenever I try to enter there, it just lags and lags and lags. And whatever stream I run there just becomes super delayed. Um, so I don't know if there's like something going on with my PC, or if it's an optimization issue with the map itself. I think it's my PC because, if it was Sunset Square itself, more people would be complaining about it. So, yeah. Some more, well, this is actually quite sad because, as this was the last area in Palm Plaza to be released, you know, there were a lot of stores that were going to be planned here, but unfortunately, because the drama could not be finished. So, because it was released in an unfinished state, you pretty much have these where, it's halfway done, but nothing's in there. There's no sign on them. And, it's pretty much not all the way baked. Which, yeah, that is pretty sad, but, also, limited time. And this weirdo store here. And also the maintenance cabinet, where you have Mr. Fiji Wire, you have the 3D versions of Bird Crepe, which are two girls that basically represent everything, basically represent Palm Plaza Mall as a whole. Is it just me, or is butter noticeably thicker than crepe? That could totally be just my eyes or the perspective, but it does generally seem like they are actually thicker. And the Void Store, which is supposed to be like a Gap, sorta. Oh yeah, Del Gore is supposed to be like Bath Body Works. Void is supposed to be like the Gap. That's right. What's my laptop doing now? This stream is actually going a lot better than I expected it to. Usually, usually my PC drops frames like crazy in these worlds. Specifically, Memphis Village because it's the latest and the hardest for my PC to run. But it's only dropped frames like twice. So, yeah. A lot better than I expected. And Word and Books is Boris Books reference, by the way, if you weren't sure of it. You're a basic little bookstore that would have, books everywhere, um, cash register, all that jazz you would normally find in there's Gucci. I mean Mucci. But yeah, it is supposed to be Gucci. What the? Is that Giga Chad? What the fuck? And then Mr. Jones. I like these fancy poster boards here. They look a lot better than the old ones. Because here's the thing. The old ones are nice for stock Palm Plaza Mall, but with this new Christmas look, it's just like, not too many people could buy Vaporwave with Christmas, but more people really should. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, just look at this. This is just peak well designed here. Like, it just looks so amazing. Just so well done. And it's really just something that is just incredible to look at. You got your shiny gold everywhere. You got normal vaporwave. You got a golden glow everything. It generally does feel like an entirely different mall. Like I stepped into an entirely different mall here, and something that is incredibly unique compared to normal Palm Plaza. And I like this. Definitely like it. And though I do sound a bit more tired than usual, um, and that's where I'm gonna get into what's been happening all last week, and why I sound like I've been dragged through hell. To put simply, I have been dragged through hell. Um, so apparently, you know how I stopped doing streams with Jenny because of some Shay found out about him. Well, you see, now they tried to hack into my PC. Yeah. And a bunch of other shit. Like it's been getting pretty bad. And pretty soon I realized that entire friend group as a whole, I should just stay away from them now. Like all those people are just snakes in the grass. Spring, um, Jay and all of them just snakes in the grass. And betrayed me in very horrific ways. And yeah, for now on, I will not be doing anything with them. I will not even be speaking of them after the stream. I will not even be saying anything about them out of the stream, except to say that I have never had any other experience in any other group like that. Just so much yikes. Um, and is the reason why Sarah's not here right now with me. Um, they're taking off because of the safety situation regarding this. Is the reason why it's just it's really not a good situation, and I really hope that eventually everything could just settle down and we could just move past all this. I mean, I know that's a bit of a that's getting my hopes up a bit too high, but I really genuinely hope that's the case. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much just a little update on what's going on, and is also why I am cutting back streams a bit, is because with all this in mind, I have to worry about my own safety. Um, like it's really getting that extreme now. Well, not that extreme yet, but it's getting pretty bad. So I like this little Pearl reference, by the way. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of why I am cutting back streams. I mean, I will absolutely do one either tomorrow or Wednesday, and we'll probably do one, Thursday. But they will be cut back for now until I can be, sure that, I can exactly be safe and all that. So, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say on this situation. I will not say more unless, it's absolutely necessary. Like, if something happens, then I will absolutely bring it up. But hopefully that it doesn't get to that point. Hopefully, we could just de-escalate all this, and we wouldn't have to worry about it that much. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say on it. That's my 2 cents. And also, hopefully, we are kinda starting to plan a Christmas stream. You know, that will happen around the day of Christmas. Not exactly Christmas, but um, we will have one. Now, personally, I don't stream on holidays a lot of time. That's just not how I do things. Um, Never really has been. But I will at least, be live, or at least Sarah will be live on Christmas. I will be attending that. And also, there will be a BioShock stream coming up eventually. I know I have been talking about BioShock a lot recently, but I am really getting hyped up because there will be a bunch of BioShock shit coming. There will be a bunch of Epic Mickey coming. There will be a lot of new streams coming. And, I will start doing variety again. Like I know I've been hitting VRChat pretty hard, but that's because the streams are shorter, and thus I don't really have to worry about my PC freaking out or doing anything. So they're preferable to longer streams right now. But hopefully this will no longer have to be the case, and I can start extending them again. Aw, that's pretty cool. A little Merry Christmas sign. So yeah, lots of things coming your way. This time I absolutely promise. Um, and there will be a lot of new shit, a lot of new ideas, and it'll be fun to behold. You guys are gonna love it. I know I'm gonna love it. We'll see where this goes. So I'm gonna say. La da 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 dee dee, la 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 da. La da 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 dee 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 dee, da 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 da. So, yeah. Hang on. There we go. So, what do you think about this map overall? Aesthetic-wise, oh my god, where even begin aesthetic-wise? I love Christmas-themed shit. Just always looks good no matter what way you do it. Except if it's really bad, then I will complain. But this kind of stuff, the red, the gold, all that. Oh, how much I love that shit. Just, it's my jam. Next to Vaporwave, Steampunk, and all that. And the fact that it's mixed with Vaporwave, one of my other favorite styles, it makes this place so much better. It just ascends it to a whole new level. And that's pretty much what this entire thing has done to Memphis Village. It really just took what was a stock Memphis Village and then just took it to a whole new level with adding, Christmas decor and Christmas style onto the already existing Vaporwave. just making something just beautiful, unique, and incredible out of, an already incredible map. So aesthetics are just mwah, mwah. That's all I'm gonna say. Optimization, where to even begin? The optimization is actually pretty terrible, for this map. Like, there's just stuttering and lag everywhere. It just is borderline unplayable. It's just, it's really not a good fit for my PC, and my PC just has all sorts of, issues with it. Other than that, still pretty good, pretty good world, and I still, objectively like it, even if it does run pretty horribly. So, optimization's not exactly the best, but it's not that shit either. Um, and then level design. Level design, aside from, the unfinished pieces, which, are again due to the controversy, aside from those, level design is stellar. And, I mean, yeah, there is a lot of missing bits and pieces here or there, but again, that's all due to the drama. They couldn't really help it. So not gonna, hold them too much to that, but still a really, really well done design. If anything, Palm Plasa Mall just withstands the test of time, and just really just fantastic. So what will I give this map overall? 9.7 out of 10. Yeah, it runs like shit. Yeah, they could have objectively done better with the optimization. And yeah, it is unfinished. Though again, that's not entirely Cake's fault. Um, but Christmas Village really does withstand the test of time, and just like all the other Palm Plaza Mall maps, is just really something to witness and enjoy. And you should absolutely, if you do have a PC or something that can run this map, you should absolutely come here. It is just phenomenal, and you will not regret one bit. It is really truly a wonderful experience to behold, and I definitely recommend that you go check it out. It's definitely worth it. Um, so what will we be doing over the next few days? Well, given that I can't quite do BioShock yet because no one has gifted me the game. Probably more VRChat. I'm pretty much gonna, keep riding the VRChat horse and keep doing VRChat at least until, I could do something else. And then after that, then I could, start getting back into variety when I actually have, more games to play. That's pretty much gonna be my plan. Um, so in other words, yeah, yeah, um, pretty much everything, tomorrow and Thursday or Friday, depending on when I stream again, will probably be more VR chat. Probably be more, VR chat related shenanigans, like checking out worlds, or stuff like that. And of course, the world that is related to this one that I do have a plan to check out, which will of course be let me see the name of it here. Um, Whispering Oak Small, that's right. Yeah, that one I will be checking out either tomorrow or on Thursday. That's one that I was talking about back there. Yeah, Whispering Oaks. So next time will pretty much be Whispering Oaks. Um, right here on VRChat, and it's gonna be quite stunning. I have not really checked out the mall for myself, or checked out Whispering Oaks Mall for myself. I don't really know what to expect. Um, I heard there's some weird elements in it, like some darker stuff. But I am gonna, see what it actually is before I make a final verdict on it. But I'm pretty much gonna get going. I can't stay here forever. You pretty much know the drill. So, thank you all for watching this wonderful stream here. I hope you have all for the rest of the day, night, week, whatever, and I will see you all either tomorrow, Wednesday, or Friday. Um, probably tomorrow for some more VRChat, where we are pretty much gonna be checking out Whispering Oaks Mall. So, yeah. Good night, everyone. Stay classy, everyone, and good night. And I will see you all on either tomorrow or Wednesday for Whispering Oaks Mall right here on VRChat. So, yeah. See you then, everyone.